You, Edochie and Judy Austin, are really struggling. They have tried their hands once again by moving down to the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, in a quest to get some kind of support, financial support, very needed, and also recommendation. They have been doing all of this for some time, pressing and pushing. Of course, we all know that regardless of the thing, that the negativity about Julia Edochie is not an easy task. There are millions of people. In fact, let's just make it clear, it is a difficult thing to attain and achieve. Everyone is eyeing that position, be it appointment, be it to be endorsed as governor or even honorable or whatever of any constituency. It is not an easy task. You will find people who will go all the way. Some people will even get involved in rituals and diabolic practices just for them to attain that position. Of course, when they get there, you know that they will never come there to serve. They're not there to serve anybody than themselves. Well, Yul Edochie is in a serious condition, like I said, financially. Apart from the news of them having issues with the house owner, the landlord, where they moved to, when they did that previously, there was a time that Yul Edochie moved down to Abuja. He said, Hurricane is here, but you'll never see Yul Edochie make any video recording of his space, inner space, which some people said, okay, let's say due to privacy, he does not have to show everywhere. But in those days, when he had his mansion built and everything is looking fresh, he would show everywhere of his house on social media. It means he was proud of it. So where he is right now, he's not proud of it. It's not a place that he wants to be seen. Yeah. So, Yul Edochie. Yul Edochie started having problems again with the house owner. Like, hey, guy, I'm not joking with you guys. You guys have to pay. There are some houses that you pay every 6 months, and there are some houses you pay every year. And in the case of Yul Edochie, that he has not he has not yet confirmed if that FCT is a place that he will be moving to permanently. He came back to Enugu when things didn't go fine. He said, okay, let me come back, hustle, and then return back to that place. But what about the rent? These guys have not been able to meet up with the agreement of rent. But due to you're a star, you're a famous person, sometimes this house owner will be like, I don't know what can happen in the future. I just do not want to kind of embarrass this guy this much. But it got to a point, the house owner had no option than to say, hey, man, you have to just get yourself and everything out of this house. I have to feed my children too. This is business. This is not charity. And not just that alone. The promise that Yul Edochie is assuring himself, the assurance that he's giving to himself, the promise that he is sort of giving to his fans that he will be the next governor of Anambra State. I do not have problems with someone affirming to themselves and saying positive things to themselves, as long as the right energy is flowing accordingly. So it's okay. You can wish for yourself whatever it is that you want to wish for yourself, Yul Edochie. Well, this news is not a good one. It's not a good one about Yul Edochie's homelessness. His homelessness, being stranded. Now he has arrived back to Enugu. He has returned back to his base. We are talking about 18 months rent that Yul Edochie could not fulfill accordingly. Now, I'm sure you understand the enormity of this, how complicated it is. We are talking of something serious. Yul Edochie cannot fulfill that rent. So how is he going to go about it? That's the question that begs for an answer. How is Yul Edochie going to fulfill this rent? How is he going to fulfill it? And the house owner is like, I can take you guys to court if you dare me, but I just don't know. It's just a trying time. It's a trying time for you, Edochie. Let me just put it that way, because you don't have to be a bad person to experience certain things. But Edochie brought this upon himself. That is the point that I want to emphasize upon. All of this Edochie brought upon himself by single-handedly being a bully. He wanted to bully his spouse, ex-wife into submission. And he did it in a terrible way. There is nobody in his or her sane mind that would not say to you, Edochie, no, this one that you didn't do well. No, you didn't do well. This is not how to go. This is not how to manage life. All of this negativity happening to you, Edochie, it is not something, it is something that he will say, okay, let's say at the beginning when he started life, he wasn't that rich, but he still had the dreams and aspiration within himself, like, I will become great in life. But look at it, look at what's happening to him now. It's as if he's living inside of, like he's seeing himself in a dream. Till today, he still cannot understand how. Why? How did this happen to me? How did I end up this way? Who did I offend? Is it the polygamy that caused my problem? Well, if he will not be deceiving himself, it is not the polygamy, although at times there are certain actions that people are not supposed to take. It is the way you went about it that cost you all of this pain, anguish, and sorrow. You went about it in a terrible, wicked, evil, I just don't know. You went about it that way. And, people will not just sit back and watch you. They won't sit back and watch you do this evil. You, Edochie, that's the reason why this is happening. Imagine you being kicked out, being kicked away, being, having to go through all of this. You can't pay this rent. You are being kicked out the hurricane that you said has arrived. Where is that hurricane? Oh, the hurricane has arrived. The hurricane has arrived. The hurricane has arrived. Where is the hurricane? No one is seeing any hurricane. So the hurricane has arrived at Abuja. And now, to pay rent, to fix all of these things is becoming a big, big issue for you, to the point whereby you are being kicked out. The other time, you wanted to stock, you wanted to buy electronics, and still it didn't work. You had to put your story on social media, and it was never like this. It's not as if maybe actors don't live fake life. They do too. The stress of it, the stress of keeping up is there. They do live fake life too. But for you, this is worse. This is worse. Some people are even thinking of GoFundMe back in those days. But now, I don't think they want to fund you. They are not going to fund you that you say you're a proud polygamist and you will spend their money on acquiring more women and getting Judy Austin pregnant every year.